And welcome back, folks. It is another episode of the Pelican Sports Report, and we're trying to bring you all the good things around the Pelican State that hit home in the world of sports. And man, we've got a great one right here locally to us. It is one of the newest members of LSU cheer, and she's right out of Pineville High School, and it's Kenzie Ingram. Kenzie, welcome.
Hey.
Hey, there you go. Now, I've heard you cheer before, and you can get pretty vocal, so that's what we're going to have here, all right?
Okay.
All right, there you go. Much better. All right, let's look back at your career before we get into LSU. First of all, congratulations, because I know that, 500, 600 people that applied to be a part of that?
There was a lot, yes, something like that.
And they narrowed it down to how many?
There's 36 or 7 people on the team, not even trying to be like that.
But there's, how many new made it?
Oh, there's 7 new freshmen and maybe I would say 10 new people overall. There are some people that have transferred into LSU because of it.
I got you. Well, I saw they're very proud of it. We've seen a lot of the pictures that LSU has posted on there too, and I think that's great. So we'll get into that in just a second. And I said we would wait a minute, but I didn't. I jumped right in. Let's go back at Pineville. You guys had a pretty storied career there. A couple of national championships, or was it more than that?
I won 3 of them, 3 years. The first year, we haven't competed in a really long time, and the first year we got second. We were just hoping for top 5 at least, but we were really happy that we got second. And then we just kept going back, didn't give up, and we won, and then won again next time we went back, and then won my senior year. So
wow,
we just three-peated.
3 national championships in a row. That's really cool.
Yes.
That's great for the campus. I know that you guys were at City Council not long ago, and the mayor and all of those folks welcomed you and honored you. That had to be pretty cool.
It was very special.
All right, first national championship you won, and I've seen the way the way you guys do this. You're sitting around and they call out who it is. Tell me about that moment.
You actually just can't describe it. You have to actually just live in the moment, because you can't describe it to someone, especially who's never done cheer before. Right. I don't know. It's just something that you have to just be there to feel it.
I got you. Well, you can tell that it's certainly spirited. And you guys, you don't have a season. Y'all work year round for this.
Oh, absolutely. We start in the summer and we don't stop till pretty much school's kind of done.
All right. So fast forward to your senior year. Things got kind of botched up in that when the storm came in, and you weren't able to go to Dallas this year and compete. So tell me about that.
Okay, that was really very heartbreaking, because some of the teams, for our division, there's at least 2 national champions, because people did actually get to go, the people that were in the teams that were based in Texas and close to Dallas or wherever it was this year, because it's different this year. It's usually somewhere else. But anyway. So, yeah, we did win, and this other team, which we've been beating for the past year. So it was just very oh my gosh, that's not supposed to happen, but it's just how it happened.
Look, but you made the most of it, because they allowed y'all to film it and send it in. Mm-hmm. All right, so that kind of put an exclamation point on a great time. Before we get out of high school, a couple of memories that you have about cheering at Bill Bates Stadium and for Pineville, running out here in the cannon, things like that.
Okay, my favorite game, I'd have to say, was the Tioga versus Pineville game, my junior year, because we have literally never beat Tioga in a really long time, and we actually beat them that year, so it was really fun. We were all excited, all that stuff.
Where's your dad graduate from?
Tioga.
Okay, that's what I'm just making sure of that.
The field has our last name, so it was very sentimental.
All right, so there comes a time in your life you say, you know what, this is something that I want to pursue. I know you've had not just school, you did the tumbling and different things like that, the competitive cheer. So when was it you said, you know what, I want to go to college and do this, and I want to go be a Tiger?
I feel like just the fact that over the years, I started at 5. Over the years, I'll see people who've just lost the love for the sport, and I just never have. So I feel like that was just really important, and to keep it going.
For you, what was the process of getting noticed by these colleges and getting on the radar for LSU and applying to do that?
You definitely have to start out by going to a lot of clinics and just combines, and then people will start to notice you and reach out to you, and then inviting you to all of their stuff, and obviously you're going to want to go because that's all you've wanted to do.
You came down to a number of rounds on there too. How many rounds was it that you went that they were cutting down applicants for this?
There were 3 rounds.
Okay, and so your final one was just this past weekend that you were down there in Baton Rouge, and how many people were trying out there?
There was about, on the last day, I'd say around 40.
Okay, so now once you're on the team, though, that doesn't mean you're on the team every single year. 26-27 doesn't necessarily guarantee you 27-28.
Right. No, you have to try out every year.
So last year's cheer team were part of those that made it too, and so everybody's having to try. So you have to try out again too.
Right.
All right. So the focus is there to, boy, football should be that way and sports should be that way too. If you're not performing, you got to hit the road.
I think so too.
I love that. All right. So you had your first practice right away after you commit. You go out there and practice. How was that?
It was great. Everyone was ready to work already, really respectful to the coaches as soon as we started. It was just a really good environment. Like, it felt really great.
All right. Have you made any friends with some of the people that are on the team already?
Oh, yeah.
Did that already. I somehow can imagine that. All right. So LSU is in the news. They've got a tremendous football season coming up.
Yes.
Your thoughts? I know you've been to Tiger Stadium plenty of times, but now you're going to be a part of that when the band's playing and all of that. Are you get the goosebumps already?
Yeah, I'm really excited.
And you guys will cheer at football. You'll cheer at basketball. Are there competitions as well as that?
Yes,
So do you tell me a little bit about that, about the competitions that you'll do as an LSU cheerleader?
Okay, so there's one, and it's just like nationals, and
Right.
they don't take the whole team because they still need people that are cheering at the games and everything. So it's basically like you make MAT or you don't. So
Right.
that's also should be a tryout within the season for if you make MAT.
A lot of great games on the schedule coming up. It's just announced. Game 1 is a pretty big one against the Tigers
yeah.
at Clemson on there too. And did I hear game day was going to be there?
College game day will be our first game that we're cheering at.
Man, I don't think they ease you into this at all then. You're right off the bat
Oh, yeah.
on one of the biggest stages. Goodness gracious. So no wonder you guys are having to work right away. So you'll have to be out there early in the morning for game day
Yes.
too. And they get there at, that's 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning that it is. What are you thinking that going into Tiger Stadium in that type of an atmosphere, man, is it just, it seems a little surreal to go into that, but what's your expectations of it?
Honestly, I don't really know what to expect. I know that they've talked a little bit about it, like the cheerleaders saying that you can't really hear anything that people are saying to you because the music is just so loud.
Do you get to go by and meet Mike the Tiger? Both of them. Now, the mascot and the one in the cage.
I think so.
Hey, look, I think that'd be great, too. Y'all should take turns being able to feed Mike. I don't know about that, right? That would be a little bit tough. Kenzie, thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it and looking forward to seeing you down in Baton Rouge and chronicling your time down there as an LSU cheerleader.
Thank you. Go Tigers.